Hello, everyone. Welcome you all to the book reading marathon, the Read and Write Challenge. So,
Morning, sir.
good morning, good morning, Mr. Dev. And I'm really happy to see that the team members are taking actions. You all are reading daily one book, and you know the challenge is about reading one book in a week and completing 52 books in a year. So, Mr. Dev, do you understand what this book reading marathon is?
Actually, what is this all about book reading? Actually, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll just explain it to you. See, I've been posting a lot of videos every day. I've been, encouraging everyone to take this step of reading make this reading as a habit. Now, the thing is that you know that if you want to continue with your learning, because when you completed your college, you completed your other technical degrees and everything. After that, one thing has stopped, that is your learning. So the best way to have self learning is books. Now, when you start learning through books, like what you want to learn, you don't know what you want to learn, but if you get a step by step something, like you want to learn some such topics, where people struggle in their life. They have gone through a lot of experiences in their life, and if you can get those learnings, the mistakes that they have done, the path they wanted to go but they could not, then they had to turn their path to some other way and then reach a level of success. So everybody who has written a book, he has got a story of his own life. Whatever he is writing, whether it is a self-help book or a so I'm not talking about the fiction books where the stories are there, imaginary stories are there. I'm talking about the self-help books where people write about their own experiences. So when you go and read those experiences, you get a real-time learning. You come across a lot of stories that teaches you how to tackle problems in your life, how to overcome situations when you come to your life. So the best way is pick up a book, read it, and once if you read a book just once, you get only 20% of the learnings. So what to do? And you all everybody is busy in this, in their life, in their job, in their everyday whatever you're doing, you're busy with that. So you may be motivated that you purchase a book and then you want to read the book, but then you take it at the go to your home, keep the book on the shelf, and every day you don't have the motivation to pick up the book, and or even you don't have the time. So what I have formulated is this book reading marathon challenge. In this book reading marathon challenge, I'm giving you a full PDF book, a summary PDF book, and a summary audio book. Now, why this summary books? The summary books is something that even if you cannot go and read the entire book, even if you cannot go and read the entire book, you can just go through the summary. At least you'll get all the learnings, whatever there is there in the books. Now, once you know that, okay, these are the learnings that is there in the book, you can go deep dive into those particular learnings that you think it is important for you. And since you have the full PDF book also, you can just go through that part of the book, read it nicely. And then, when you learn something, it is very tough for you to even keep that in your mind. So what you need to do is, you need to take one learning every day and share it in the Facebook and the WhatsApp group. When you do that, it becomes easy for you to keep those learning. And now, if say there are 100 people in our group, and 5 people are sharing their learnings every day, those 5 learnings are the learnings for each and every one in the group. So even if somebody is not having the time to even read the summary book, they can go and listen to the summary audio book. Nowadays the trend is for summary books.
Yes.
So audiobooks. So audiobooks are also very much beneficial. You can go on the way and read it anytime, or listen to it anytime. So this way you have a motivation. There is a group, there is a community that is going to push you every day to take action, read daily, and if you make a habit, like say 30 minutes every day, you take out from your busy schedule and read 50 pages of any book. So you can easily complete a 300 pages self-help book in 1 week. Now, if you have this habit, you go for the second week. Like we completed the first book as Atomic Habits in the first week. We completed the second book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And now we have this Willpower is for this week. So we are starting this Willpower in this week. So definitely, if you be on track, so this is a learning path that you can take, you can get. Now I'll tell you one small story about myself, that as you know, you were a part of that book reading marathon as well when I was in Odisha at that time, and we started this book reading marathon just to, with a view that we can enhance our communication skills. Like,
Yes, sir.
like everybody who was there in the group, they had some problem with the communication, so they needed something, because if you want to improve your communication, you need three things basically. First, you have to listen to something. So the language that you want to cultivate or improve, you have to read. Reading, listening, and then applying it to your daily life. So that's what we started with.
Yes.
And that time, maybe very few people were serious. But as I was conducting this book reading marathon, and I end up reading more than 100 books that time, because we continued it for 3 years. It was not just for 1 year, or we continued it for 3 years. And I ended up reading more than 100 books twice and thrice. So that gave me so much of learning. And I used to also note down the learnings from many of the books. And today I have got a bunch of learnings that I applied to write my own books. Now, when you see an author writing a book, it's not about just what he is writing. He is writing the learnings that he's got from other books, or from his life, stories from his life, and then putting it in your own words, giving your own perspective for this. So definitely, this helped me become an author. So today, I explored how we can, publish books, write books, publish books, and then and that's all for free. We do not have to invest anything for publishing a book today. So that's a secret that we'll be also talking about in this book reading marathon challenge. Anybody who wants to write, who have a story, wants to write your own story, there is a good path for this. So we'll be going ahead with this. That is the author's blueprint. There is a course that I'll be just talking about later on, but we need to start somewhere. Now you want to write something, but so you need to have that knowledge with you. You need to have that motivation with you. You need to have that habit of learning every day. So that's one benefit that I got from this book reading marathon. I can call myself, in spite of being in the job and doing everything, I can call myself as a published author today. I have written more than 8 books, and the books are there on Amazon. And this book reading marathon helped me a lot. It also helped many people who took it seriously and are going through it. So definitely we are going to conduct this book reading marathon. We'll be just conducting this reading sessions daily, or on weekly basis, as per the community demands. So this week we are going to start with the book Willpower by Roy F. Baumeister and John Terry. So did you go through any of the books, like Atomic Habits, or the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People?
No, sir.
Yeah. So definitely you need to, you have, bunch of time also, some time also. So today you can at least go through the summary book and the audio summary book. And, at least you can get the gist of those 2 books. You see why I've chosen the 7 books on habits on one series. Because you see, if you talk about 7 authors, they have 7 different stories to tell you. There are 7 different things that you are going to learn in these uh, from these 7 books. Now, when you combine the learnings, you get a complete, just like a course, like something, as if you have done a course on habits, and see
Yes, sir.
what is the great benefit that you are going to get So if you think about habits, and if you have read these 7 books, you can deliver a big, talk on habits. You'll have a lot of stories to tell. You'll have a lot of concepts to explain. So when you read all these books, whenever you will come in your conversations with anybody, that you are conversing with somebody and you have to explain something, you'll have a lot of ideas to explain. So in this way, your persuasion skill, your conversational power will improve. So I think you are getting what I want to say, that if you want, you can build a habit. So the first thing is that start with the summary audio and the summary PDF books, read it. I'm sure that if you do it for a few days, you will start, also completing the entire books as well. So
Okay.
now this week is the time to begin with our third book, Willpower. Now, I want to tell you that why I have chosen this book. You see, this book is called Willpower.
Okay.
It maybe it's not about habits formation, but why I choose this book as Willpower? Because while habits are the building blocks of success, willpower is the engine for it. You can form a habit, but for that you need to have the willpower to make it sustainable, to do it every day. Then only you can think it about creating a habit. And without willpower, even the best strategies you make for cultivating a habit will fail. So that's why in the middle of this series, I have chosen this book, Willpower. All the books that we have chosen and the series, the sequence in which we are going, is after a lot of research, that what can benefit others. So let's talk about some overview of this incredible book, this that is Willpower. See, this book explores the science of self-control and why it is one of the most critical skill for success. Anything you do in your life, you need to have the willpower. Today, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, if you don't have the willpower, you will never make it. But if you can cultivate the willpower, nobody can stop you from getting up at 5. Now, whether the alarm, rings or not, or whether somebody calls you or not, whether somebody forces you or not, you will get up. So the authors here, they have broken down their decades of experience now to reveal how willpower works, why it gets depleted, and how can we strengthen it to achieve your own goals. So this is an incredible book. If you go ahead and read the entire book, you will get a lot of stories, a lot of insights from the author. Now, the author in this book, the author has talked about willpower as a muscle. Now, you go to gym. I know you do go to gym.
Yes,
So
sir.
you go to gym to strengthen your muscles. Now, can it happen just that you go to gym for one day and your muscles will get all?
No,
No, it
sir.
will not. Or
Never.
if you do not have the willpower, will you be just going to gym every day? No, it will. You will break it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes your muscles gets fatigued, like थकावट हो जाता है. Your
Ah, right.
muscles gets fatigued if you overuse it. But it can also be trained, because say when you start going to gym, what happens? You start pain, your muscles, you start getting pains in your body. But
Hmm.
as you continue with it, with your willpower, you continue going to the gym slowly and slowly, that all you don't feel pain later on in your after 1 week or 2 week, you get comfortable with it. So this willpower is also like that. Initially, when you try to impose it in on yourself, or any habit you want to impose in yourself, you will feel the pain, but later on it will come to your own habit. Now, the author has also talked about something about glucose. Did you know that willpower is closely tied to your energy levels? The more your energy level is, the more willpower you can generate. So the author explains how glucose levels in your body impacts your ability to stay disciplined, and how your proper nutrition plays a vital role in having building your willpower. So we also, in this book, we'll also talk about, setting realistic goals. So this book emphasizes the importance of focusing on, one or two key goals. It's not about that you make a lot of goals and just go ahead, you'll not be able to achieve any of the goals. So it's important to focus on this. Now, there is one more concept in this book, that is power of small wins. See, we do a lot of things every day. So what we need to do is that we need to, if even if we get small win, do you remember in your life, some in your daily life in these days, where you got a small win, like you wanted to have an order from a particular stockist, and the stockist was not ready to give the order, but anyhow you convinced him, got a good order out of it. So that's a small win. So did you go and celebrate that small win? You should go and have a cold drinks after that. Okay, I did this today. So that will give you a great happiness, a sort of thing, and it will encourage you to take another, attempt the same thing to another stockist. So, celebrating small wins, just like we learned in Atomic Habits also, that small, consistent victories can build momentum. It will give you a momentum and strengthen your willpower over time. So this is another thing that we will be learning in this willpower. And another one more important thing is about overcoming your distractions. These days we are always on our mobile, Facebook, WhatsApp, notifications. So there are a lot of distractions that you will get in your due to technology use, and you will be tempted to attend to those distractions. So in this book, the willpower, this you will be coming across strategies to eliminate these distractions and focus on what truly matters. So if you go through the book, you will get strategies how you can overcome these distractions. Now, if you come to the end of the book, you will have a deeper understanding of how self-control works and practical tools to strengthen in your, you know, daily life. Like if you want to break a bad habit or you want to make a good habit, stick to a new good habit, you know, you need to be simply consistent in your efforts. So, willpower, this book will empower you to take control and create lasting changes. So, I think this book is going to be a great help if you can go ahead and read this book. And you don't have to go and purchase this book. I've given you a PDF.
Oh,
You can go to the WhatsApp group. You can go to the description of it, and there is a link where you can get the PDF, full book, PDF audio book, and the PDF summary book. So definitely you can just read it, and you see how you start learning every day. And as usual, I encourage you to start reading today. Go through the materials provided to you, the summary PDF, the summary audiobook, and the complete PDF, and dedicate time daily. Like take out 15 minutes, that is enough. And stick to that time every day in the morning or in the evening, wherever you feel comfortable, and just start reading.
okay, sir.
So definitely we'll be just taking this book reading marathon. I have come out with a website also, where I'll be giving logins to all of you, the members of the book reading marathon, the read and write challenge. And there we can get all the materials. I'll be coming out with some courses, like once we complete the habit series, I think we can have a 1 hour or 2 hour of course that can talk about all the 7 books and the learnings from the 7 books. And if you can go through that 1 hour content, you can get the gist and the learnings from all the 7 books. So we'll be coming out with that. And Dave, thank you very much for joining us today. And
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
we will come out with more learning sessions like this in future. And you'll be notified with your on your email IDs and everything whenever we create an event like this.
ओके
So do you want to ask anything about this?
सर, ये एक्चुअली आपका जो एक्चुअली जो मतलब आप जो ये कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली आप क्यों कर रहे हैं, आप मतलब आपका क्या फायदा है सर?
देखिए, मेरा इसमें कोई मेरा फायदा ये है कि हमको भी तो एक लर्निंग पाथ चाहिए. नाउ आई
जी
कैनॉट कीप ऑन लर्निंग माई सेल्फ. Because if I
Okay.
do that, I just get distracted. I lose the motivation. So
Yes.
why not do it with the community?
Okay.
We are doing a job. So we are getting our salaries from the job. But this today's job market, the things are so complicated. Maybe you don't want to do your job, what you are doing. So why not try to shift your focus and build something which is meaningful, which can also contribute, which can not only come out for income as an income stream for you, but also it is something that can contribute to the society. Now,
Okay.
I don't have the idea to just have 1 or 2 or 100 people in this group. I want millions of people come and join this book reading marathon. This is going to be a revolution within a few months, where millions. There'll be a lot of groups like what we have from just one group. I'm thinking of forming 100 groups like this, and a person like me, there'll be hundreds of people joining who will be conducting these book reading sessions. Now, hundred of people, I'm talking about the person like what I am doing. Hundred of people will be there in the group who will be conducting different sessions for different people. So this reading habit has to, go and go to millions of people. They can benefit from it. And definitely we are going to, I'll be launching a few courses. So if there is a community, the community, if they want, they can, have those courses, and I can also make an income stream out of it. I'm an author, so I don't want to go and run Facebook ads to sell my books. I can just show my books to my own audience, to own members of the book reading marathon, and if they want, they can purchase and read it. So
Right.
it's not about just doing social work; it's also about making an income stream out of it. But unless and until you start giving value, we should not think about what we are going to get out of it. We should think of what we are doing, whether we are contributing something to the society or not. If it is contributing, definitely people will come and join, and this will be taken ahead. I have found one academy, that is Vivek Online Academy, where I'll be launching number of courses. So there will be young people who want to learn some skill, like if you want to learn Excel in full, I'll have a course for it. If you want to learn PowerPoint in full, I'll have a course for it. If you want to learn Master AI, I'll have a course for it. So I'll have 40, 50 courses in my academy. So anybody who wants, and all those courses will be very much affordable. Like you pay just the cost of a coffee and you have that course with you. You can learn from those courses and you can develop yourself.
Okay,
So
sir.
if you go and have a coffee in Cafe Coffee Day, it costs you 400, 500 rupees. So in that cost only, you will get a full course. And, although also the support of, trainers will be there in this group. So I want to make this education very much accessible. Today, people are there who are charging lakhs of rupees for small courses. So I'll be just coming out with small courses, actionable courses, courses that will, help you, learn something and apply this and get ahead in your career. So this is what the vision is. But at present, I'm focusing on forming a community of members who wants to read. Because if you don't want to read, then you can't learn any skills. You have
Right,
to have
right.
that focus. So once this community is formed, we are more than 1,000 people. All these courses will be launched, and it will be available to the community members at a very affordable prices. So there, once again, I thank you very much for joining us today, and
Welcome.
we look forward to for a long-term association. Thank you very much, Dev. So
Welcome.
we'll be just finishing up this meeting for today, and we'll meet once again. So
Okay, sir.
please wait for the notifications, and you will get the notification. And thank you.
Thank you, sir.